Hello, race fans, and welcome back to Gravity Throttle Racing. This is Aaron Tate.
And this is Richard Gere. Race fans, we've got a great one for you today. Some very exciting competition. We have Arlo Racing, we have Blue Line Racing, and dubious Diecast, and Ghoul City Racing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this highly anticipated competition is going to be quite a showdown. They're getting ready there at the start line. From Connecticut, the number 11 seed is Blue Line Racing, Resume, driving the 1971 Datsun 510. The number 22 seed from Oklahoma is Dubious Diecast, and the driver is Mr. Dark, driving that Audi Avant. The number 38 seed from Connecticut is Arlo Racing, and Arlo is driving a Volvo 240 Drift Wagon. Then finally, from Pennsylvania, the number 54 seed is Ghoul City Racing. That's Robbie Z driving that Chevy Nomad.
Very good, Aaron. Well, and for those of you not familiar with the race format, this is an 8-round race competition. It is 4 points for first place, all the way down to 1 point, and a DNF is 0. On the inside lane closest to us is Mr. Dark, but it is Resume on the outside. Blue Line Racing that has a slight lead. There goes Arlo down the Joker lane first. Oh, a little bit hard on the drift, but the Blue Line Racing team Resume is driving awfully aggressive, and here he goes. He's got the lead onto the runway. Arlo is spun out. Here comes Mr. Dark. Mr. Dark is right on the bumper of Resume. Resume spins around, flips over. He's back up again, and Resume will take first. Mr. Dark will take second. Here comes Arlo. He will cruise in for third. We do not see Robbie Z.
Race fans, let's go back to the RU Track and Replay and take a look here what happened to Ghoul City Racing. Some overdrifting. And now, as we watch Resume go over the train jump and the others coming in behind, there's where Arlo lost control on the runway. And what an amazing flip back up off of his backside to take first place. Resume with Blue Line Racing has 4 points and has the lead.
And again, race fans, if you're not familiar with the format, Resume is now on the inside lane and the cars have all rotated back out toward lane 1. There we go, and it's Arlo with a slight lead. Everyone successfully over the creek jump. Arlo continues to lead, and it's Mr. Dark that has lead on the Joker lane, and he stays. Oh no, what a battle going on in the Joker lane as Arlo takes a beautiful jump over the train jump. He is backwards, but it doesn't matter. Arlo has, sounds like 6 or 7 gears in reverse. He's got the lead, and I think that's Mr. Dark in the background. Arlo spins it around, tries to gain control. He's going to come through. First place for Arlo, second place for Mr. Dark. And Resume and Blue Line Racing, he's also having trouble on the scrambler. And we've lost Ghoul City, Robbie Z.
And we'll take a look here at the instant replay package. Arlo does overdrift, and Robbie Z just nosed it right into the barrier wall. Take a look at what happened to Mr. Dark as he had the lead but then got shooken up a little bit. And Blue Line came to match him. Now, as they make their way down onto the runway, more problems for the competitors on the runway. But Blue Line Racing does manage to come around. And as you'll see, he comes through and he's making his way down for the finish. After 2 races, we have a 3-way tie at 6.
It looks like our cameraman there at the start line is trying a bunch of different settings. I kind of like the other one before now. But let's get back to this racing, and all 4 of them make it over the creek jump. Let's hope Ghoul City can finish. Robbie Z has got to get going. Nice drifting by Mr. Dark, although he does hit the wall once, and Blue Line Racing. Resume is really looking good. Oh, he got slowed up a little bit on the right-hand turn. And now Mr. Dark has the lead, and once again, Resume has problems on the runway. Mr. Dark continues his journey onto the scrambler. He has been good, although he's sliding around, and will come through nicely. Oh, look at Arlo make the pass and come in for second. There is Robbie Z finishing. Good for him.
Let's take a look at what race 3 brought to us. That was a very good drift, and Arlo, man, playing a little extreme drifting there. Nicely done. Let's have another look at it. As he just about overcooks it, but then manages to gain control. And Arlo needed that. You'll see Resume got stuck there on the right-hand turn. And watch Arlo come into the picture here as he makes the pass over Robbie and then challenges Resume from Blue Line Racing. They go onto the scrambler. Both of them begin to spin around, but Arlo finds a small gap and takes the lead for second. After 3 rounds of racing, Mr. Dark has the lead with 10, and the others aren't far behind. Robbie's on the board.
And Robbie's sort of the wild card in this race. I don't know much about him.
Well, he's not out of it.
He certainly isn't.
That's right.
Now, the other three, we kind of knew that they were going to be close.
No kid gloves for them.
Race 4 is off and running, and Blue Line Racing has the lead, but Mr. Dark is right there beside him. Blue Line, Resume, has a great drift. He does spin around, but look at the momentum he's gained, and now he's got a clear lead. He has looked very smooth in that Datsun, and once again pulls out in the lead. Hold it steady there, Resume, and he does. Here comes Mr. Dark, though, right behind him, and onto the scrambler they go. They're spinning around, but Resume is going to take first, and Mr. Dark is stalled out. So is Robbie Z, and Arlo is going to take second.
Ouch is all I can say. Mr. Dark is probably rubbing that tush. That wasn't a pleasant feeling for him to not finish. And you'll see here on the instant replay, all the drivers managing well. Mr. Dark gets a nice little push from Arlo and is setting himself up for a solid second place finish. But he's scrapping it out with Resume, and look at that beautiful pass by Arlo getting out of the way. And now Arlo and Resume are tied as we enter halftime with 12.
What a competition we have. Don't go anywhere.
Hey race fans, last night, before the races began, Arlo's party bus showed up and there was some special entertainment.
Harvey. Oh, Billy. We are the Hold My Beer guys. Hold my beer and watch me fly. We are the Hold My Beer guys. Hold my beer and watch me fly. Wow, these guys were quite a hit. I think they're chanting Hold My Beer, guys.
Hey Richard, I took some pictures. I forgot to put the flash on. That's Arlo's party bus, and there.
Okay, Aaron.
I figured it out that time.
Okay.
And there's the gorilla and Mr. Dark in the background with his friend, and there's that dog we always see.
We got a race.
And there's the dancers. It was really fun to watch them.
They were fun.
There's Marco Polo. You know, he had his truck and his trailer parked on the grass, and there's some of the racers.
Okay, we gotta get.
And there's the guy that always cooks barbecue.
Okay, Aaron.
And
listen, we got it. We got a race. All right, race fans, here they go. This is the second half of racing. Oh, wow, what a crash. A big one by Resume. And we wanted to make you aware, at this time, the train is running, so Robbie Z has a wonderful drift. Now, he'll have a chance for extra points. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what he's going to get for that score. And Mr. Dark has the lead. Look at him go. He's making his way around. Arlo is back there. Wonderful job by Mr. Dark taking first place, a 25-second run. And here comes Arlo. It's important he finish. And where is Robbie Z? And Robbie Z, where is he? There, he's taking a train ride. Oh, he ought to get more than 2 points for that. Wow.
Oh, Richard, I've never been so excited about an instant replay here. Look at this action. Resume noses it in, but watch the height. Look at the height he gets just off this jump. He had such a fast start. Almost is able to put it under control, but that was the end of his run. I don't think we've ever seen anyone extend it that far over the jump. And now Robbie Z in that Nomad classic drift. That's definitely up for consideration. Take a look here as they both come around, and Mr. Dark pulls ahead of Arlo, but it really doesn't matter. I want to see this again. That could have been 3 points and an extra 2 for a bucket.
Yeah, but he didn't finish the race.
I know, we won't really score him.
Well, we could change the rules.
Well, how about the next tournament?
Let's do it.
Arlo manages to spin and stay on the track, and now it is Arlo with 15. He's got the lead. Mr. Dark is right behind with 14.
The competition just continues to stay very tight. Blue Line Racing Resume is closest to us. Mr. Dark next to him, and Arlo has a slight lead over the creek. He's extending that lead. Arlo's looking pretty good around Mesa Butte. He is backwards, but he's got the lead, and it looks like he has 2 extra points. Here comes Mr. Dark, and Mr. Dark is pulling on ahead. Oh, what a tangle up! Arlo and Resume. Mr. Dark navigates around the Big U, coming down the scrambler, looking good. First place for him. Arlo is coming in second. Blue Line, Resume in third, and Robbie Z checks in as well.
It was Arlo that had a great start and overdrift some, but he does recover well. Look at another good drift by Robbie Z. That's great to see. There's the 2 points. And Robbie Z gets one over the train jump. Look at that battle that ensues. And Resume did his best, but it was Arlo that really tried to hold his ground against both of those drivers. After 6 rounds of racing, Resume has 14, Mr. Dark has 18, and Arlo, after getting 2 extra points over the train, has the lead with 20.
Arlo is now on the outside. This is his last chance to get extra points. Mr. Dark, this will be his first chance. There we go! And now, remember, Blue Line Racing Resume will have one more opportunity as well. But right now, Mr. Dark has the lead, and he's scooting along on the inside lane nicely. Does spin around. Arlo is stuck up there. Arlo is stuck on Mesa Butte. There goes Resume, just pouring it on down the runway. Boy, he's looking fast. And I believe Mr. Dark collected 2 extra points. If he finishes, Resume comes through a beautiful 24 time. Mr. Dark takes second. Here comes Robbie Z. Robbie Z's going to pull it in for third. Well done.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look here at the instant replay. Watch how beautiful and how synchronized these racers are on the outside lanes. This is quite a turning point for all the drivers. Over-drifting is Mr. Dark, but he does recover. Now, on the flip side, Arlo gets stuck up there. That's really going to shake up the score. That was 1 point for Mr. Dark. And as they make their way onto the runway, just a gorgeous scene as they make their way around the Big U and down the Scrambler. Resume holds a wonderful straight line, and he now pulls his way up. He is only 2 points behind Arlo. Mr. Dark, with a second place finish and 1 extra point, now holds the lead by 2 with 1 race remaining.
Well, race fans, this is it. Blue Line Racing, Resume, he's on the outside, so is Mr. Dark. As the top 2 seeds in this competition, they will have a chance for extra points. Arlo has to finish in first. He has to be ahead of them. Blue Line Racing is going to have to get some points to get up there. And Mr. Dark cannot DNF. He must stay in contention. So far, things are looking a little ugly, but both the drivers have made it around Mesa Butte. 2 points for Blue Line. We'll find out later how many points Mr. Dark got as Arlo, look at that, clearly down the runway. He's holding it. That's where he needs to be. Blue Line is in second. Mr. Dark in third. Arlo's going to finish in first place. Resume in second. Mr. Dark slides on through in third. Robbie Z coming down. He will take fourth.
And what a phenomenal competition this has been. Let's go to the instant replay one more time. Nice start by Resume, Blue Line Racing, and look at Robbie Z riding the ledge of snow. Now, he did come in. There's a little bit of overdrifting, and wow, Mr. Dark spun all the way around at Mesa Butte, but managed to contain himself, and he comes over. Race fans, remember this. You only get 0 points if you miss the train, so he will get 1 point. The final scores are in, and Mr. Dark, by a slim margin, moves on. Arlo has 24. Resume has 23.
This contest has just been pure excitement. It was race 5 when Mr. Dark crossed the line in 25.064. He will move into the Sweet 16, now in the second slot, behind Swerve and Herb. Congratulations needs to go out to Ghoul City Racing, Blue Line Racing, Arlo Racing for participating in this great competition. The random number generator is 10. That means that Group 10 features Janabi Racing, Beaver Works Diecast, Rez Wheels Racing, and Burnout Peak Diecast Racing.
Race fans, are you tracking?